What is going on YouTube? It's Sank and we are back with another one. Now in this drop, coming at you guys are 4 stocks that are set to explode. But before I kick things off, if you'd like to help out the channel by hitting that like button because it keeps the show rolling. Alright guys, I want to circle back with you because there's a lot of moving parts in these markets, especially after the sell-off we saw in Friday. So a lot of these players are going to show up with cheaper prices next week. So I want you guys to always be one step ahead of the game and know where to focus your attention and dry powder to continue hitting success with me in these markets. So in this one, as always, I've got a jam-packed one for you and we're about to make these money moves. So let's run the first one. So the first one I've got for you, that's ticker symbol DAC, that's the nails. Now with this play, it gives us the opportunity to jump on the back of a monster trend, and that is skyrocketing shipping rates. This right here is what we call a cyclical play. So the idea is not to buy and hold this one forever. The idea is to buy at the right price point, ride that momentum for as long as it lasts and net out those good profits. And this is how we're going to do it. So if you look at that 3-month stock price, this one moves like clockwork. Every month we have a pullback in this one after it makes those all-time highs on its rise. So April, we saw this one at $56 and we saw it pull right back to $48. Then in May, next month, saw this one at $65 and then it pulled back to $55. Now we're in June, trending around all-time highs at $72. A pullback is on the horizon to the mid-60s. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. So when we do hit that pullback, you guys aren't confused and alarmed. You guys are set and ready to snap up that dip. Mid-60s, jump into this one and we ride this one through the 70s. This one's going up to the high 70s, low 80s in the short term. Now the way the parameters are set, shipping rates are sky high, and this one has set itself up for success moving forward. So this will be a triple digit play. Around the triple digits, that's where we're going to net our returns. We're going to move to the next winning play. But to give you guys a heads up on this one, this is the play set to explode. The next one I've got for you, that's ticker symbol DKNG-DraftKings. So check that performance on the week. This one's down 10%. Now across the board, these online gaming gambling plays were hit and they all came down. That's a Penn National, Golden Nugget, all saw cheaper prices emerge off the back of last week's session. Now I want to just give you guys the heads up. If we continue to see weakness across the growth market, you will see this one come down through the 40s. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up on this one. This is going to be a winning play in the medium to long term. This is one of these plays in the spotlight, like a Tesla, for example, because they're leaders in their respective industries. So anything that rises, short seller reports, any kind of adverse news is going to bring that stock price down. But you guys shouldn't be alarmed because this is going to be a winner moving forward. Just got to ride the short-term volatilities in this one. Okay, so this is a play, makes quality partnerships, accelerating in their industry, and moving forward, the industry is just going to continue to expand and grow. This is, as I say, this is one of these plays. Just catch them in weakness, hold this one right through to the medium to long term, and you will hit success. In a matter of time, this one will regain its heights back into the 50s, back into the 60s. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up to accumulate your position in the 40s while this one's at weakness. Now talking about gaming gambling plays, I couldn't not touch on this one. That's ticker symbol PENN, that's Penn National Gaming. So check this, on the last 3 months, this one's trading at a 3-month low where it's at $73. Now, although this one has seen extended weakness over the last couple of weeks, again, I don't want you guys to be alarmed. Just know this is a quality play, and moving forward, they will hit success. Just wrapped up in that turbulence around the industry. Now, this one has their offline and their online segment. That offline is going to perform very well as we move through economic reopening. All of their outlets are going to start to fill up with capacity and it's going to feed through into that stock price. This one also differentiates themselves because they have the bar stools. That is an element that other gaming gambling plays do not have. And right now, the market is just underappreciating this play. And that's just shown by that low single-digit price to sales number right now that Penn National has. So this is another one for you guys to buy. And they're in the buy zone right now. Again, if we see extended weakness across the growth market, don't be alarmed if you see this one move further down through the 70s. If you see them hit 71, if you see them touch 70, just continue accumulating your position. This is a play that can move big in a single trading session now because we've seen this one slide down over the last couple of weeks. I'm talking in and around the region of 10% in one single trading session. So don't get wrapped up in the shortcomings you're seeing in these stock prices right now. This is a solid business that will perform well. Got to remember, Penn National Gaming, DraftKings, they're both operating in industries that are just going to continue to expand, and that is where the value lies. Because as their industry expands, the companies will continue to expand. So just hold firm, ride through the volatility, continue accumulating where they're at on this one. Another play set to explode, that's ticker symbol HITI, that's High Tide, standing $7.46. I already gave you guys the full 9 yards on this one on Friday, so you guys know what to expect. Again, don't be alarmed if you see this one show weakness down to $7. That's absolutely fine, because even at $7, this one is still within its last 3 month trading pattern. Now we know they've got earnings coming up just in a couple of days, so I'm expecting them to post up good numbers. Last earnings, they crushed it, grew 100% year on year, and I'm expecting a similar type of momentum with this play, because we know right throughout this year they've just been growing, expanding, opening up retail outlets, making those acquisitions to take this play to the next level. So again, this is another one that if you guys are able to show conviction, strength and weakness, block out all the noise and negativity that you might be seeing outside of what I'm telling you, you will hit success. That's how we hit success with other plays like a BCRX. When that one dropped down to $8, now it's a $15 play. Similar to Hiker, that one dropped down to $8, now it's a $20 play. The same fate has been laid for this play, given how management are moving behind the scenes of that stock price. This is another one that's set to explode. So I got a bonus play for you, that's ticker symbol AMC, standing $59. And I'll give you guys a quick update on this one ahead of tomorrow's opening. This one's moving well at the moment, and when this one has its dips, has no problem getting back up to that $60 resistance line. So entry, catch this one on weakness. Talking $51, $52 is looking like a good point to get into the play. If you catch them in the 40s, even better. As I say with this one, there are buyers on standby ready to pull this one right back up. So look what happened when this one dropped down to $42, bounced back up to that resistance, and again, most recently we saw this one at $52, again back up to that $60 mark. So the idea here is we're going to catch this one in weakness. Alright, so those are the plays I've got for in this one. Now, if you guys remember, last weekend I was saying I was expecting a bit of a cool off in prices over the next couple of sessions, and that came last Friday. Now if we see an extended pullback into next week, I just want you guys to know, when we hit volatility in the markets, what I do to remain calm when I see prices move wildly is to remind myself of the investment thesis. That's the very reason why I invested into the play in the first place. Okay, so that could be they're expanding, their numbers are growing, they're making partnerships, making acquisitions, they're sitting a lot of cash, and management know what to do with it. Whatever the case may be, just remind yourself of that if we do hit volatility over the next couple of weeks, because it's at a point now in the markets where market health is picking up. So you guys definitely want to be getting these plays at the cheapest price points, because when they do make their rebound, you're going to net some great returns. I want all of us to hit success. So if you've been rocking with the channel, you know what time it is. The question is, if I don't have any charge point, should I buy it now if it's going to go up? So to wrap this one up and to share this one with you guys. Now the way to level up as investors is to never chase these plays. Always catch quality plays in weakness. So I'm going to throw up charge point, ticker symbol CHPT. Now, although this play is on the move right now, it's on the run, it's the play in the spotlight. If you're grabbing this one where they're at, you're chasing the play. That's why over the last couple of weeks, when this one was $20 back in April, I said load up on the play. When this one was $20 again in May, I said load up on the play. Show conviction while the play's on the cheap. And look at that, this one's made a hard rebound, up 40% in the month. Now buying at these levels, if you're able to just hold, yes, over the next year, over the next 2 years, you are gonna be in the money if you're buying right now. But in the short term, you are gonna hit volatility. So if you buy at this price level, in the near term, you could very well be down 10, 15% on your money. So it's all about getting these plays at the cheapest price possible. And you guys know when these plays have a run up, there's always gonna be that cool off. You guys have seen it time and time again now. So that's why I put plays on your radar, like a High Tide, like a Penn National, are down nice and low at the moment, because when they make their hard rebound, these types of levels, 40, 50%, you'll net all of those returns and more on the way back up. Alright, so that wraps up for this one. If you've got any questions for me, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Honestly, I appreciate you guys. On your way out, light up that comment section for me. If you're new, join the movement, and I'll catch you in the next one.